If you're caught in the middle, caring for an aging parent and still raising kids and grandkids, or you're financing or supporting a grown child, you're in the middle. You're considered the middle slice, the protein, the energy, and everyone is feeding off of you. You most likely are part of the sandwich generation. New research found that 54% of more than half of Americans in their 40s are sandwiched between aging parents and their own children or grown children who they're helping. On top of that, a 2025 report from AARP, National Alliance for Caregiving, says that 1 in 4 adults in the U.S. is a caregiver, and 29% are caring for both children and adults. These numbers are startling. As my pastor often says, have I come down your street yet? Well, sis, here's where things get really, really interesting. According to CDC data, 1 in 5 African American adults are caregivers, and 63% are women. What this means is that Black women are carrying a major share of the load, and it's intense. So you see, today we're not doing guilt. We're doing a survival guide on how to reduce overwhelm, delegate without apologizing, and how to build a weekly care plan that includes you. Hey everyone, it's Joyce Steele-Moore, your host. Welcome back to the Mahogany Table podcast. At this table, we gather for real conversations about purpose, power, and legacy. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. It makes a big difference to the podcast and to my upcoming guest. And this also means that you never miss an episode. In today's episode, we're talking about something every strong Black woman needs to hear. We're talking about surviving, not just striving. So stay tuned and stay with me until the end when we roll out our life-altering plan. You see, legacy sisters, we can no longer take this for granted. Can I be real with you for a moment? The strain is real. Here's how you know it's real. It can feel like mom needs you, your grown child needs you, work needs you, your spouse needs you, your adorable grandchildren need you. Heck, even Scooby-Doo, the family dog, needs you. But your body is saying, ma'am, I need you too. But what do? We just keep on trucking. So here's when you know it's time to stop and reset. At night when you cannot sleep because you're overthinking about all the things that everybody else needs. Or you're sitting and you're praying all the things that you hope will get better for your loved ones. Yet the next day, you have your own doctor's appointment to discuss a test that terrifies you. Sis, that's not mindfulness. That's overload. Then you get a call and you let it go to voicemail, but now you feel guilty for not responding. Whew. Guilt turns into anxiety and overthinking, and now you're dealing with overwhelm. Yet, the crazy thing is, guilt is all in your head. It's your pattern of thinking. You're holding on to something that you should have turned over to God long ago. Let go and let God. So today, we're putting guilt in its place and we're putting you back on the calendar. Yes, here is my promise to you. By the end of this episode, you'll learn practical ways to reduce overwhelm, delegate guilty feelings, and create a weekly care plan that includes you. The Bible says in Peter 5:7, cast all your cares upon him, for he careth for you. God doesn't just know your burdens, he invites you to hand them over, not to hold on tighter. Since you're not just the family helper, you're somebody's legacy. Now, before we go any further, if you've ever whispered, I'm tired, but still got up and handled your business, I want you to do two things. I want you to subscribe so that you don't have to find your way to this table alone. And I want you to drop a comment wherever you listen to this podcast and say, I'm choosing me. And if you need a structured sisterhood support team, join our Facebook Mahogany Table community because we don't do heavy lifting alone. Now, let's have a sister friend chat. Many of us operate on autopilot. We wake up and before our feet hit the ground, our thoughts are already in motion. Did mom take her medicine? Who's taking her to her appointment? My daughter needs help with the children. My son says his rent is short this month. My job is calling. My husband needs me. I have a church meeting. All of this before breakfast. And you haven't even eaten anything for yourself, but you've eaten everyone else's stress. Honestly, this is a loop because many of us go to bed and these things are still on our minds. This results in fatigue and sleepless nights, since this is not sustainable. And it certainly is not exercising mindfulness. What you're experiencing is a human juggling act with no intermission. Then we spend our days entertaining thought after thought. With many of our thoughts, we are too proud to say aloud thoughts like, sometimes I don't know whether I'm coming or going. I'm losing my mind or just suffering from mental fog or fatigue. I really need to reset. I'm at capacity and I need a break. And if you're the strong, independent one, the so-called superwoman, people start treating your capacity like it's unlimited. But let's be honest, if I may. For some of us, this pressure is self-imposed. Why do I say that? For some of us, being needed makes us feel useful. But after a while, it can start to feel like being trapped. And then here comes our friend guilt. It will have you acting like wanting peace and time for yourself is selfish. But it's not selfishness, it's necessary. So today, I'm sharing 5 actions you can take to deal with the strain. 1, name what drains you. 2, break up with guilt. 3, implement a 3D filter. Do, delegate, or delay. Create boundary scripts. Be firm, yet loving. Build you a simple weekly care plan so your life isn't running you. Now, let's review each action. Action number 1, name the load. Name what's draining you. Because what you can name, you can manage, you can handle. And what you keep handling, you keep normalizing. Here are the hidden loads the women of the sandwich generation carry. Emotional labor, everyone else's feelings. Mental labor, everybody else's needs. Scheduling labor, appointments, calls, rides, reminders, financial labor, rescuing, and spiritual labor, praying everybody through their problems while you're depleted. Sis, we're not just doing tasks, we're carrying weight. Let's do a quick check-in. On a scale of 1 to 10, how full is your plate today? How many people are eating from your sandwich? Action number 2, the guilt detox. Now, with the guilt detox, it won't be easy, but it's time to break away from guilt because guilt is the reason you keep doing what's killing you. The guilt detox includes these 3 truths, and you need to tell yourself the 3 truths. Speak out loud if you have to. Guilt is not a strategy. It doesn't solve anything. It just drains you. Truth number 2. Love doesn't require erasing yourself. You can love people without losing yourself. Truth number 3. Rest is a responsibility, and your health is the foundation of your family's stability. So let me say it this way. If you fall apart, the whole system gets shaky. So protecting you is protecting the whole family. Action number 3, the 3 decision filter. Do, delegate, or delay. Now, I'm about to give you a tool you can use immediately. Write this down. The 3D filter. Filter through one of these 3 doors. You do only what truly requires your hands, your authority, or your presence. You delegate what someone else can do, at least 80%. Delegate it. Delay, this is not urgent and can be scheduled for later because everything cannot be a number 1 priority. That's when burnout wins. For example, doctor's appointment transportation for mom. Maybe you can delegate that to a sibling or another family member or a paid care companion or the I need you right now adult child call. Maybe you can just delay that. Lovingly tell them, I can call you and talk to you about that about 6:30 or later today. And the things only you can do, like legal decisions, that's what you put on your to-do list. Sis, the 3D filter is how you stop living in emergency mode. Action number 4, boundary scripts set in a firm but loving way. Boundaries don't make you cruel, they make you sustainable. Here are scripts you can use because sometimes we don't need courage. We need words. So you can lovingly say, I can help you, but I need you to do the majority of this. Let them know that doesn't work for me. Here's what I can do. I'm available on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Let's plan around that. Or, I'm not able to do that today. And you don't have to give an explanation. When your child wants you to manage something and you know that they need to handle it, let them know. I love you and I'm making decisions that protect my health. Here's one for the chronic crisis caller. I hear you, sweetie. What have you tried so far? Because some folks, they don't want a solution, want you to keep starring in their 911 movie. Well, here is action number 5. The weekly care plan. It includes 5 steps. All right, sis, this is the part that changes your week. I want you to build a 5-step weekly care plan. Take 15 minutes once a week. Do not write a dissertation or a 40-page binder. A simple plan that stops your life from running you. Step number 1, the Sunday scan. Take 3 minutes. What's coming up for the week? Look at parent care, your household, work, business, appointments, meal prep, money, rest. Look at all of those things, but don't use more than 3 minutes. Step 2, choose non-negotiable. This should only take 2 minutes. These are your anchors. For example, lights out at 10:30 at least 4 nights a week, 15-minute walks 3 times a day, 1 hour of quiet time to yourself a day. Read or listen to your favorite book. No phone calls after 8 and no stress calls before noon. Step 3, support map. Now this should only take 4 minutes. List who and what can help. Your siblings, maybe? Adult children. Yes, them too. Cousins, or maybe paid help for a couple of hours. A delivery service to deliver food. Step number 4, the ask list. It takes 3 minutes to develop this. Write 3 specific asks you make this week. Can you take mom Tuesday at 2 p.m. to her appointment? Can you pick up groceries, sweetie, on Friday? Hon, can you handle the school pickup on Wednesday? Remember, this should only take 3 minutes. Step number 5, protect your me slot. This too should only take 3 minutes. Put me spot on the calendar first. It's like a doctor's appointment because it should be treated the same. Sis, your care plan is not selfish. It's leadership. It's necessary. All right, sis, here comes my signature do this week challenge. It's time to put these actions to practice and apply seriously. So I want you to challenge yourself to take 3 actions you've learned today and apply them in the next 7 days. Not 10, no, not 50 actions, just 3. Here's challenge number 1. Use the 3D decision. Choose one task you'll do. Yes, one task you'll do that needs to go through the 3D filter. Either delegate it or delay it and schedule it with a time for later. Say it out loud. I'm not doing everything today. Challenge number 2, the boundary text. Send one boundary message using one of your scripts. For example, hey, sweetie, I love you. I can talk to you at 6:30. I'm resting right now. Or, sis, can you take mom to her appointment next week? Text from a place of love, and you don't have to over-explain. Just be clear, be kind, and be done. Challenge number 3, the 15-minute weekly care plan. Set a timer for 15 minutes on Sunday and build your plan. Then put one me slot on the calendar. It can be a full day or a few hours. It's non-negotiable. If somebody else asks you for that time, no, you can't do it because that time is for you. And it becomes easy to say no if it's on your calendar and already booked. When you finish, I want you to comment, I did the challenge, because we celebrate obedience to our own wellness over here. Let me leave you with this. You were not born to be somebody's emergency contact while your own soul is struggling. Sis, if this episode gave you language, clarity, or permission, share it with 2 or even 10 sisters, because somebody is out there drowning quietly with a smile, and it's painful to struggle alone. And know that God is always with you, and you're never alone. You got this. And if you want support tools, check in and become a part of our Facebook Mahogany Sister Circle. Thank you for sitting with us at the table. A quote from Maya Angelou: develop enough courage that you stand for yourself then stand for someone else. And this, I'm wishing you much peace, love, joy, and abundance.